on Instagram. Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is the Daily Comic Show. I am DJ Coffman, the cartoonist here at VeeFriends. Welcome. Hope you got your coffee or whatever's going on today. I'm going to do a warm-up sketch, open a mini, open some minis, draw comics live, and live Q&A in the chat, so make sure you say hello over in the chats, which reminds me, Breton, hey there, I'm 15 years old. Hey Brett, I was 15 years old once, a long time ago. I'm 48. I was drawing comics at 15 years old though, that's for sure. I was still drawing comics. I wasn't as good, but my friends all told me that I was good, so, you know. Brenda, did school start yet? So, what's up? We got the YouTube channel going over there. YouTube VeeFriends Comics. That's where most of the streams are, all the streams are housed. You can watch previous streams. I'm drawing this daily comic strip for VeeFriends. If you're new to VeeFriends, VeeFriends is over 280 characters. New characters designed to make positivity louder. We talk about gratitude, kindness, patience, accountability. Created by Gary Vaynerchuk. You might know him on the internet as Gary V. Hence the name V in VeeFriends. We've got a trading card game. We've got these minis. And I've got a handful of these to open today. I'm out of the season 3 and 4. Hopefully there's more coming today. So we got some seasons 1 and 2 to open up. These are going to become kind of rare. And then we've got one season 3 to open up. I think this is season 3. Season 3. So we're going to open up this. Those are the minis. I'm DJ Coffman over on X and Insta. We are here right now. Morning stream. Probably going to do the same schedule next week. We'll talk about that. But let's get into, let's bust open this mini real quick. Good morning, everybody. Hanging out. I love comics too. Brendan says he loves comics. Thanks for the flowers over on TikTok. We're live on TikTok, Instagram, but mostly I want everybody to chill out on YouTube if you can. That's why I put the little youtube.com at VeeFriends Comics across the top there. Josh Courage, good morning. Moved over to YouTube. Hi DJ, good morning everyone. Josh Courage, a legend. Okay, let's see what's in this. Let's see what's in this capsule. We were just talking about accountability. I got a bubblegum accountable ant. This smells like bubblegum. Just imagine that. A lot of people fly in and out over on TikTok and over on Instagram. Make sure you stop and say hello on your way in or out. We call that aloha. Hello and goodbye. So let me set my timers actually real quick, and then we'll open up some more of these minis in a little bit. I want to get to doing the warm-up. We'll take a look at how last night's comic turned out. Pretty good. This is Dialed In Dog. He's always dialed in. Right. Good morning, Jonathan. Can I get this chat set up? Helmet. Good morning. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I'll also do last night's... actually, last night's... drawing for the t-shirts. I gotta redo the names in the list here real quick. I have the new names. I'll do that really fast. That's one thing I forgot to do right before we got on here. We got about 20 people or so in the new list. Very similar to who we had last night. So thanks for paying attention. What we do is sometimes we'll put a code word in the comic, or we'll give you something to do, and then we can spin this wheel and do some giveaways for t-shirts. and stickers and such. Get some fun stuff. And occasionally, you know, might be something awesome. But you got to pay attention to the streams. Especially, well, I don't know. Just pay attention if you're watching. Go back and watch. Sometimes you don't have to be watching live. So if you want to rewatch the streams on YouTube, go for that. Okay, warm up. Today's warm up, as suggested on last night's stream, I'm going to draw. Open up this warm up. These are the warm up drawings. If you have a favorite VeeFriend, make sure you are letting me know who that is. Morning, Steve. It's a slow morning over here. Okay. I think I need a new sheet. This one's kind of getting a little bit filled up. Let's do that. Put a new layer on here. We'll just turn all these off for right now. And today's warm-up is going to be nope, not that. Yesterday's warm-up was Suffocate Hate. Today's is going to be Happy Hermit Crab. The Happy Hermit Crab. So how I approach drawing is, of course, I just repeat this in every stream, but I draw small on one little layer here. I just try to get the shape of the character, and for VeeFriends, if I've never drawn them, there's also a couple different poses. But I'm just kind of trying to get the vibe of what we call version 2. And, you know, I'm going to draw basically the shape of how I see it. I'm just going to shade it into a little bit. And I'm going to grab the elements that are standing out to me. So like the claws are standing out to me. His face, his eyes. And I'm just going to like kind of, these are like markers. This is like a rough sketch. We call them thumbnails in comics and animation. Doing like a small little rough composition. Then I'll take that and I'll blow that up actually. Right? And I'll fade that out. When we didn't have iPads, we would use light boards to do what I'm doing right now, and photocopiers and stuff like that. This is like super fast. Most people don't know that, but now from this, well, maybe I'll see what I'm drawing here. It would be great if my OBS would stay where I want it, right in front of me. Okay, cool. Yeah, so here we've got this faded out sketch. I'll even fade it out a little bit more, and then I'll get into doing some detail. As soon as I'm done with this warm-up sketch, I'll open up some more of those minis. Shepard, what's up? Loves the wizard. Shepard, you're on the list today. Caught it. I just did the names this morning. I'm going to do that drawing probably right after this, right before I get to the comic. Let's do that. Maybe for a nice t-shirt and sticker. Maybe I'll let you pick the sticker you want. How about that? I think I got the... thought I had the sticker back here. Where did it go? Look at... oh well. That's not fun to watch. Let's just get in here. Okay, so in this stage then I'm just going to go in and kind of put the lines in. This is the warm-up. I try to draw a new VeeFriend every day on these streams. I've not drawn Happy Hermit Crab, so it's kind of me looking through the character design and kind of seeing, like, I also sometimes like to look at how Gary drew it. I did that last night a little bit. So when Gary first drew the characters, there's a video of that. They videotaped every single one that he just drew for the first time. His style is, we call it version 1, series 1, whatever. But, you know, his art's simple. Some people are like, Gary can't draw, and I'm like, don't you talk about my friend. But what I'm drawing off of here is series 2 or version 2, which is from our cards and our NFTs, our digital collectibles. Of course, those are, you know, not as popular right now. But I want to take a look here in a second after I draw me some Happy Hermit Crab. I also don't like, sometimes if you take the eyes here, good morning, over on Instagram, I'll try to look at your questions, say hello. Good morning, Zach Attack over there on Insta. Thanks for the follow. Mr. Universe is following us on TikTok. Thank you. I'm live on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, but mainly I want you to go to, I'd love you to subscribe to the new YouTube channel where we're going to be doing a lot more. Can't wait to go see my YouTube friends. Got a lot of my YouTube friends, creator friends, out at Vid Summit coming up. May from our team 2 is coming out. And it's just such a good vibe. Next to VCon, we have VCon for VeeFriends. Vid Summit is such a vibe, such a good time. And that's Mr. Beast's show, you know. He co-owns that with Sean Doris. But it's just a bunch of creators. There's really no fans in there. It's like a lot of creators just exchanging information and just, you know, building each other up, sharing info, inspiring each other. And I just like that vibe for my own channel and for VeeFriends, just kind of learning more and more. You always have to be learning. You can't just be like, I know it all. I read a book or I watched a video and now I know everything. You got to get out there. And also at shows like that, we get to talk to people like Todd Beaupre. I think that's how you say his name. He's the engineer or the main dude at YouTube. So if you're interested in building a YouTube channel, that's the place where you want to be. We talk about algorithms. We talk about all kinds of nerd stuff. But I love just hanging out, you know. My daughter is watching. DJ, keep crushing. Yeah, there we go. Happy Hermit Crab. It's pretty good. I've got these. I don't think there's any. Sometimes there's some hidden things in the shapes, but in this case, I don't really feel like there's a whole lot of anything hidden in here. What do I got? 4 minutes left here on this. I usually set about a 15-minute warm-up time, but I think this one was pretty easy to do. This is Happy Hermit Crab. So let's just take a look real quick, and we'll spin this in a little bit. This is everybody that did the thing last night. So Shep, you're on here. I went through and I read all the comments this morning. If you use the word shoes or shoe, yeah, VeeFriends.com. Everything VeeFriends you're going to want to know about is at the VeeFriends.com. New children's book. I think we have a new website coming too. It's pretty soon. All the characters are here. So I'm going to go to characters. I'm going to go to Happy Hermit Crab in the H's. I just want to show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. Here's Happy Hermit Crab hanging out. So there's always a little quote. You can see the original video of Gary drawing his version 1, series 1. There's merch for Happy Hermit Crab, which somebody's going to win some merch here in a minute. And then down here, if you were digital collectibles or into that, some people are still doing that. Series 1 only had 38 owners. You can actually see the owners. It's on blockchain, so this is a pretty new thing, you know. Some people were in and out of it. It shows the price of those digital collectibles. Series 2 has 203 owners, and like these little fandoms of the characters get together, and sometimes in, like, you know, online, and they're like a little club. Like you can make your own little clubs and stuff. Happy Hermit Crab, that's a different pose. And here we see, you can actually see the activity for what just sold on the digital side. These digital trading cards with different backgrounds. It's fun. I mean, it's a fun thing to do. And we've got 280 characters. And this is the daily comic strip that I'm drawing here. We have a cartoon show coming out real soon. I can't say when exactly. Check your comments real quick. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't have any more seasons 3 and 4. I'm out. They're coming. The more's coming today, I think. Some prizes from the Minis team. So thank you to the Minis team for providing these for opening. I just pulled a Accountable Ant. I need you to put orange or yellow over in the chat. I'm going to check the chat here in about 10 seconds. Good morning, Antho, over on TikTok. What's up? Thanks for watching. I'm drawing the daily comic strip, and I'm also just kind of procrastinating and opening up minis and having some fun and drinking some coffee and talking to you guys. I love these morning streams. Okay, here we go. Now I usually wait for the YouTube chat. Hot Tomboy kicks it off with yellow. Steve, yellow. We got yellow from Sherry over on TikTok. What's going on? I'm gonna check Instagram. I just do this. I scan back and forth. We got an orange. We're neck and neck. No, actually yellow. All right, looks like yellow wins. Brandon and Helmet, sorry. Your oranges would have tied it up. That's okay. We'll open up this yellow. This is from season 2. And I just try to knock off the character from the top of the pencil. Bubblegum are pretty much some of the basic ones. These pink ones are like the base. Little ASMR for you there. Crinkle that. Alright. Let's see who's in this. We've got a lava. Karma Kiwi. I'm going to say, these glow in the dark. I'm going to say that doesn't beat the Accountable Ant. So he's just going to sit there and wait. So I open those about every 15 minutes or so. Something like that. Thanks for watching this morning. Let's do the special drawing. 1 second though. I gotta find. Oh yeah. Okay. If you happen to be here live and your name was in the thing, what we did. Sometimes what we'll do is, so we'll take a look at how the comic strip ended up. No. See, my timer's good. On time. I'm on time. Okay. So last night's stream, you had to go to Instagram, find this comic. This was the Back to School Chaos comic. You had to put the word shoes in your comment. That was how you got into this list for a drawing this morning. A random drawing. No purchase necessary. Just for funsies. And here we're going to now draw, and I'll probably do one more of these today, so just pay attention to the stream or come back. We'll make it not a thing where you have to be live. Sometimes people can't catch the streams. I understand. So let's go out of this into the spin wheel. Let's get rid of this. I don't want to leave too many people in anticipation. I'm getting a lot of... I'm going to shut some of these tabs. Let's do that. By the way, Comic Corner on the website. You can read all the comics. Wheel of Names, where are you? Okay. Here we go. So these are the names from last night that did the word shoes if you commented and didn't use the word shoes or shoe, I'm very sorry about that. And we're giving away things like the Comfort Collection t-shirts, and I've got some of these stickers here to give away. These are very special sticker. This is a very special sticker you can only get from me directly, featuring some of the most popular characters in our comic strip. And this was last night's. J-Rob won these and a shirt, so I'm gonna get these sent out. Congrats to J-Rob. Let's just spin this and see who wins this today. Let's get this out of the way so I can draw some comics. That'd be good. I'm itching. Who is it? Thought Wrong. What's up? You got it. Thought Wrong. Are you here? I think you are. Thought Wrong. Thought Wrong. Well, Thought Wrong. If you're here, I'm going to let you choose. I think you might already have this. I'm going to let you choose between two stickers. Let's get the one. We've got the oh boy. We've got the Fearless Fairy sticker. Or trying to get it. This one's getting a little bit more. Trying to get this out of here real quick. There we go. You can choose the Crossroads sticker or the Fearless Fairy sticker. And I'll throw in one more of those foils, and then we're going to get you a code for a t-shirt too. Let me know which one you want. I'll follow up with you after the stream. Cool. Okay. We're running a little early today, so that's cool. More time to get into some drawing. Good morning to the Moon Cards. What's up over on Insta? I'm not forcing everybody to go to the YouTube channel, but what I do want to say is next week's stream, the night streams are going to be YouTube only. So keep that in mind. Next week, Monday nights and Thursday night stream will be YouTube only. But we're going to promote it as much as we can. I might feed TikTok in just because I like this secondary camera, but we'll see. But I'm trying to funnel people to the new YouTube channel. It's going pretty good. You know, we're going to have a lot more animation and stuff happening on the new YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm busted into a new comic strip here. I've already got a little something going. I'm gonna go I'm gonna try straight to inks on this. I think I'm feeling pretty confident in the inks this morning. Yeah, thanks for hanging out a little bit. Sometimes on these streams we talk about life and stuff. Just whatever comes to mind as I'm drawing. I think about the characters. In this one I have this comic strip set up. We've got the hill, which is usually like the characters laying down on the hill, like thinking about something. But in this case, I've got them sitting on the hill. And they're just watching. Like, they're watching the dog run. And this will be Curious Crane on the side over here. One of my favorites to draw, really. She's got the, what I call the claw nubbins. Some VeeFriends have them, some VeeFriends don't. But Curious Crane. Sitting here. You'll see I'll draw, like, sometimes I'll choose to draw the most uninteresting part first. As if, like, the face is just like a treat. It's like a treat to draw last. So, like, drawing the feet is not very exciting, but just getting it out of the way. Also, what's in the foreground? Foreground means in front, the feet are in front of the body. So I usually will start with what is in front. And don't be afraid to, like, use shadow, you know. We say, when in doubt, black it out. We, as in we artists, we comic artists. Yeah, these streams are a lot of fun. I've thought about it. I don't know. Like, sometimes I need some time that's, like, not live, you know? I need some thinking time. We've thought about the setup where it's like you could just watch the stream from, like, the corner of the room or something like that, but I might do that in the future, but for now, I think just showing up every day and being here is enough. 90 minutes is a pretty good spot. Got about 6 minutes and we'll open another mini. Also want to make sure, see, if I'm zoomed in like that, looks like she's looking this way. I want her to be looking this way. So I'll get in and fix that eye. Just very subtle movements in the cartooning can make a difference. And they're so small on this hill that I'm in the pixels right now. And Curious Crane's fun to draw. Even when she's real tiny. Good morning, Tom. I see you're over on all the channels, giving us engagement. What app is this? Creating Memories New York asked what app this is. This is Procreate. I prefer the Procreate app for drawing on the iPad Pro. I'm pretty zoomed in right now, so if there's a little bit of pixelization maybe. On the screen it looks pretty good, but you can see here, like, when I'm drawing it, it's looking like that. I'm so zoomed in. But when we're zoomed all the way out, they're kind of sitting on a hill watching Dialed-In Dog run. That's kind of the setup. Alex, just logging into work, checking out this stream. Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate it. Every little bit counts. If you're a VeeFriends fan out there watching, and especially if you're watching on X, we have a lot of people watching on X. And you know, a lot of the old school VeeFriends community. Shout out to all the old school. You guys have only been around for 3 years, but still. Shout out to all the legends out there. If you want to help see VeeFriends grow, then the comic strips are a great way to share the comics, comment. Gary's all in on these comics and these comics animations, and we're building a lot of things behind the scenes that you can't see yet. But there's going to be a lot more. So, and it's a great entry into the VeeFriends characters, giving them some voice, a little bit of voice, you know. We can't do full half-hour episodes of cartoon strips or anything, or comic strips yet. But it's a lot of fun. And it's definitely a unique skill set for daily comic strip artists. It's not something that a lot of people can do, even like, and I'm not flexing there when I'm saying that. I'm just like, it's a very unique way of storytelling. To be able to come up with a new idea every day and produce it every day, produce a couple every day. It's challenging, but it's my kind of challenge. I prefer bite-sized comic strips to 80-page graphic novels. You know, like, do you have time to sit down and actually, it's good. I will do that. In the past, I would sit down and, you know, read a big, thick graphic novel or something like that, or watch an animated show. But in this case, you're just cruising around social media and you get a little treat of your favorite characters every day. This is 5555 fan. I don't really like to shorten their names. I know there's some. It's weird. To some people, it's weird. I've talked to people that don't know VeeFriends, and they're like, "Why are the character names like Curious Crane?" And when they talk to each other, it might be like, "Curious Crane, what are you doing?" Like, Dialed In Dog. There might be a tendency to want to shorten those names, like Dog. Sometimes I'll say Dog, but I like them to say the full names, because beyond the story, what we're doing with VeeFriends is we're trying to think about these topics, like dialed in. That's like a super form of focus, you know, dialing in on something or someone. And so even on this page here, I'll think about the characters as I'm drawing them. Like 5555 fan, he's just a fan of you, and he's also a content creator himself, trying to make it out there in the world with his content. So we've got some comics where, you know, people are kind of like dissing him, and then the VeeFriends are pumping him up, like he helps pump them up. Curious Crane here, she's always just curious, like, I wonder what that dog's chasing, you know. That's what's the vibe. So as I'm drawing it, I'm thinking about the characters a lot. I found you from a story. If I'm up, that's usually what I'm doing. Oh, well, I found you from a story. That's cool. A story on Instagram. That's super cool. That's the VeeFriends community out there sharing. Put us in your story, stuff like that. It helps more people discover. That's proof right there from Smoothzy. Smoothzy over on Instagram. Thanks for checking us out. VeeFriends.com is where we have everything about the brand is over there, but this was created by Gary Vaynerchuk. You might know him on the internet as Gary V, hence the V in VeeFriends. And we're really just trying to, especially in the morning streams, put something good in your brain, because there's all kinds of stuff that's can fill your brain up on social media with drama and politics and fear and worry. And we've got characters like Fearless Fairy, you know, encouraging you to go out there and be fearless today. Dialed In Dog here is basically reminding you, like, focus in on what's important to you. You might be the world might tell you you're failing at something else, like your grades at school or something like that, but you could be dialed into the right things, and it's an interesting topic. I was having a conversation the other day with someone that said candidly that once you're out of high school, years later, all the kids that were super cool in high school, you see them on Facebook and you're like, oh no, what happened? And the kids that are kind of, you know, a little bit different or not as popular, now they've grown up to be cool and unique characters in the world. They're just being themselves, authenticity. And then the others maybe fell off because of their stuff wasn't as real. And the real world ate them alive. No. But it's true. People that were given everything their entire life, or trophies, or every kid gets a trophy, everybody's always a winner, and then you go out in the world and you lose and it just hurts so bad because you've never lost, or, you know. We like losing at VeeFriends. We got the Losers Club because you don't really win. You don't really learn anything from winning all the time. You gotta lose. You gotta lose and you gotta lose and lose over and over and over again. I saw Gary wearing a new hat. Hot Tomboy said over on YouTube, saw Gary wearing a new hat yesterday over on Fanatics. Love the maroon. Good morning. DJ losing is learning. That's right. Doesn't feel like it sometimes when you're in the middle of losing. But what's up, everybody on X? I encourage you to share. We got 280 people watching the stream. I encourage you to try to share the new YouTube channel. You'll see that little youtube.com at VeeFriends Comics. What we're trying to do here, it's really awesome that we've got this strong community of VeeFriends fans, VeeFam. We're trying to grow the brand. We are growing the brand. And you can help by sharing the new YouTube channel. We've got a new YouTube Kids show coming out very, very, very soon. Very, 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 very soon. And you can be a part of helping us share that organically. Share the new channel. The comic strips and these streams are a good way to find new people. We see it all the time. Someone comes in these streams from Instagram or TikTok. I see some people over there now on Instagram and TikTok. It's kind of a trickle. You know, I know you're at work or school and you're not able to talk. It's okay. Your secret's safe with us. So a guy told me the other day, he's like, I just put you on and watch you during my meetings. And I'm like, well, you know. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at today's comic strip. The one that's live today. Uh-oh. How did I do that? Okay. I want to just walk through it. Walk through it live. This is the one I was finishing up last night. It's now live over on Instagram. If you wouldn't mind, wherever you are in the world, going over to our Instagram. Let me turn on the lettering. We can read this together. Go to the Instagram. So we're reading today's comic now. Find this on Insta. I want my pen work. Go to Insta. Find this comic. And let's read it. Comment that you're watching the stream. If you're here live, whether you're on X or wherever you're at, I'd love you to go to Instagram. find our VeeFriends. Dano, the comics are organized somewhere on the VeeFriends. VeeFriends.com. Go to VeeFriends.com. Comic Corner up here. The archives are all here. I know Dano is a Dialed In Dog maxi. That means that he's a big collector of Dialed In Dog. But you can see all of the comic strips right here. If you have a favorite character, let's click on Dialed In Dog comic here. You can download the comic, a pretty good size version of it. You can also find the tagged names of the characters and click that. And it should tag in every comic strip that they've been tagged into. So for instance, Dialed In Dog was first in, well, not first, but this is a pretty classic one that we did where he's playing poker with the other dogs from VeeFriends. So you can see all the other characters. So from down here in the tags, we can, if you like Insightful Irish Terrier, you can click him. And now we're into all the Irish Terrier comics. We can go back, we can hit Cynical Cat and see all the Cynical Cat comics. If you're a fan of Cynical Cat, he's been in there a lot. One of Gary's favorites. That's how you watch the comics, or read organized comics on the website. But we broadcast them out every day across all the channels. And I'm call to action here to the fans watching. Just go to Instagram, comment today, share it in your stories, whatever you'd like to do. That would be awesome. And maybe I'll give a code word here in a minute for a special drawing. What do you say? Okay, so Bear Minimum Bob is dissing him, saying you'll never be able to fill that pie order. It's like, you were right. I didn't meet the deadline. And now he's just like triggering Dog here by saying, so the mighty Dialed In Dog has fallen. You look tuckered out. Why don't you go lay down like a good boy? And he's like, what? Oh, heck nah. I ain't going out like that. I don't meet deadlines. I beat deadlines. And then I baked all these pies last night while you were sleeping. Pay up. So while you were sleeping, Dialed In Dog was dialed in. Getting it done. So I think today's code word is going to be pie. Code word is pie. Is the word of the day. That means if you comment on the comic, and if you've already commented, comment again, use the word pie in your comment. And I'm going to collect all the names. And on Monday's stream, which is 26th, we'll do a special drawing on the 26th. And I'll pick a winner of everybody that did that. Find this comic on Instagram. Use the word pie in your comic, in your comments, sorry. And on the 26th, I will collect all the names of people that did that. And I will do a special drawing on Monday night's stream. I already see some people in there posting. A Monroe. Helmet's in there. Dano, I see you. Thank you, Dano, for going over there. All of the live streams, Dan, are not on the website, but over on the YouTube channel. So if I don't know if I can click the YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, youtube.com/@VeeFriends Comics. We just kind of hang out and chill. We talk about life and stuff on these streams. talk about the traits. So now you're in the VeeFriends Comics page, and if you hit the live tab, all of the past live streams since this channel has launched are on the site, or on the new YouTube channel. And we'll also have some shorts on here. We've got a lot of animated shorts. So how this works, just so everyone knows, you're helping over on Instagram. When a comic hits 400 likes, we call that a pie. When comics pie, they get turned into these like one-up animations, like this one here. I don't know if the audio won't play, but because I'm plugged into OBS, but they animate them. It's pretty neat. That's Cynical Cat firing me from the comic strip, and Paula jumping in. This was the AI comic where he's got like 6 fingers. So your like and your comment is kind of your vote on what you want to see become animations or movies or whatever, you know? If we saw that there was like a comic that had like 20,000 likes, we might be developing a whole other video game or something for that. We're letting some of that data be the North Star of our stuff, right? Let's open up a mini. Let's do that before I get back to drawing. Morning, Rocky. What's up? Appreciate you. 318 people watching across. I'll be here till 9:30. Someone asked. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Instagram, the new YouTube channel. Yeah, right. Hot Tomboy says she enjoyed Peanuts and Charlie Brown growing up. So this is just a VeeFriends characters are cute. They always make me laugh or smile. Just very organic for me. I'm not the founder, by the way. I'm DJ Coffman. I draw the daily comic strip here for VeeFriends. It's a good reset here for people that are watching would be to show you, to just show you. VeeFriends is 280 characters, created by Gary Vaynerchuk, very busy man. You might know him on the internet as Gary V. If you don't, look him up. Pretty inspirational dude. And he's taken all that positivity and all the traits and things that he talks about. We put them into VeeFriends. We've got a trading card game. We've got these minis here that I'm going to open. Shout out to the minis team. You can become a mini vendor if you've got your own business. It's a good opportunity. We've got a map on the website, by the way, which I'll show you real quick. On the minis tab, you can click this become a vendor and have a conversation with Chase or a member of the team. These minis are in different locations around the country, in every state. There's rarities. Kids collect them. I collect them. We have seasons 2 and 3 out. Seasons 1 and 2 are out. Seasons 3 and 4 are coming. These are from seasons. These are all seasons 1 and 2. Yeah. So go ahead and hit green or orange. Let's go. In the chats. Where in Florida? Okay. Gary is the founder of VeeFriends. Gary V. Gary V. Here, I'll put it up on there again for you. At Gary V. At Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V. Gary V. Gary V. Gary V. There he is. Let's zoom in on his face. I like to do that. He's got the... That's the man. He's holding a bombastic baboon trading card there. And he's holding a Logical Lion super sticker. If you want to really be tripped out, go to eBay and look up VeeFriends and just go to sold items and see how much some of these things are selling for. It's crazy. Nuts. All right, cool. Back to this. Orange or green in the chat. Yep. Gary hired me to draw the comic, so. Are there any spots with them in Florida? I don't know what that means. Gary in reality is made of pixels if you look closely. Interestingly, you said that. Okay, I gotta just do this real quick. Green, green, green. I'm looking orange. Zack Attack is green. Shepard's green. Go back to helmet green. It looks like green's gonna win. Green, green, green. Let's see who's in here. What I'm trying to do with these is, I just play this little game myself. I'm trying to knock off an accountable ant bubblegum. We can do that with a detailed or just a character that I like more. We'll see who's in here. We've got a slaying slug. His eye's a little meh, a little bent. I'm gonna keep accountable ant. That's an emerald. Those glow in the dark. Throw that in the recycling bin and we'll get back to some comics here. Got a little bit over about 40 minutes left in the stream, so we're going to be able to crush into this comic quite a bit. Marcus says, I love Gary and your art looks amazing. Thanks, Marcus. Again, reminder for everybody watching, there's 10 people watching over on Instagram, 5 on TikTok. Make sure you go and subscribe to the new YouTube channel. The link is across the top of this stream right here. I don't care where you watch, but we're going to be doing some exclusive streams soon on YouTube. Like Monday night will be an exclusive YouTube only stream. And I'd appreciate you guys checking that out. Okay, so I'm going to take this scene right here since I already inked it. I'm going to copy paste that. I'm going to move this over just to save a little bit of time. Not a whole lot of time. Saves a little bit of time. Just to get the positioning right. And I'll actually fade out these characters. This is called like onion skinning. I'm going to fade them out way more than you can see. I'm going to get rid of that rough sketch. I just want to erase it back there. That's fine, I don't need it. Because now I need their heads to turn. So that's what all I'm drawing here is some new heads on top of this. Go back to my red. And now I need them to be like looking this way, right? So Helmet, glad you agree, no beat. Now, I don't expect everybody to make every stream. I appreciate the people that are. We had some people like, damn, I missed a stream, and I'm like, what? You know, it's nice that you collect them, that you want to be there. I appreciate that, but don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. There will be plenty more to come. But you guys are in on the ground floor. We're just getting cracking with these streams and really developing the characters more. You're going to see a lot of it coming real soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and now they're looking this way, so someday you'll be able to say, I remember when there was only 300 people watching that stream. Or I remember when Gary would sign the cards live on a stream, like the Fanatic stream yesterday. They were ripping trading cards and he was signing one card per pack that he chose. You know, we won't always be able to do that. And we won't always be here. Like sooner or later, we won't be here. sooner or later we all won't be here. But like, it's a trip, because it's like, when you think about it, Gary's kind of like the Stan Lee or the Walt Disney of this whole thing. And here he is in his prime, and you're here watching this happen live. And then he's going to buy the Jets. He's going to buy the New York Jets. I don't know if you heard. Dano came from X. You did exactly what we want you to do, Dano. Thank you. Dano is a dialed-in dog, what we call a dialed-in dog maxi. And I didn't even know. I got to be honest. I've been in collectibles for a long time, comics, my entire life. I'm 48. It wasn't until I worked at VeeFriends when they're like, we have maxis. And I'm like, what is that? What does that mean? But it's basically like a very dialed in super fan of one character, right? So we've got maxis, and they'll say, so when you'll hear the lingo, this is from telling people that don't know. There's a lot of people watching that don't know. When you hear people go like, are you a maxi? That means I collect Spider-Man. I was one of the original people that collected Spider-Man, right? You're just a super fan of that character. I believe Dan told me that there was a group of dialed-in dog owners that are together in like a special Discord. So I don't need to redraw that. What am I doing? I just need to draw the face. He's like, yep, pretty dialed in. So see, I've just changed just the head. So I'm going to erase the ink lines on this. So I know this stream jumps all over the place. I might just talk out loud about what I'm drawing, and I might just jump into the chat and see what's going on. Yeah, National Dog Day is coming up next week. Let's see that. Appreciate you guys watching, hanging out. What else? Craig, what did you have to do to get to the live chat on YouTube? I think there's someone else was asking. You could click a little button or something, right? But yeah, I understand that YouTube's not the best place for that, but for what we're doing, what we're up to at VeeFriends, it's the best place for like discovery and people spending a lot more time. So let me explain that a little bit. If you're interested in helping us grow or being a part of this community of VeeFriends family, would be over on TikTok and Instagram. What happens is, you know how it goes, you're like just flipping through things really fast. So your watch time, you're only spending a minute with those people, right? So interesting thing happened at VidCon one year. VidCon's a big convention for video, YouTube, TikTok. They had all these TikTok stars at the show downstairs, and they're like, oh, this TikTok star, she's amazing, she's got 6 million followers, and there was no line for her signatures. No one knew who she was, because on TikTok you probably can't name me 5 of your favorite TikTok people off the bat. You know who they are when you see them. You go, oh, that person, yeah, but you can't tell me their username. You got to go back into your history and look it up. So like the time you spend with a brand is what we call brand affinity, the love for the brand. So the watch time hours and things like that you spend are way higher on YouTube than they are on these other platforms. So it would make sense then, right, to build out more where people are going to spend more time with you. Quality time in the chat. I get to know you guys. Get to know your name. It happens a lot on TikTok too. I'm saying there are some regulars, But mostly you'll see down at the bottom of this screen too. I think even on the screen there you can see like this person joined the stream, this person joined the stream. I don't want to invite any of you guys to get out of here. But it'll say like this person joined, this person joined, this person. Like people are jumping in and out constantly. They don't really do that on YouTube. You choose something that you're going to watch and you kind of just chill out for a longer time. Yeah. So beyond just being thinking about fun creative stuff, you got to think about building your brand. So that goes for anybody out there that's building a brand. So little hat tip, pro tip for you if you're trying to build anything. That's why YouTube is still the place. It's the number one secondary search engine. People go there to go like, I want to know how to change a sync part, and then they go, what's this over here? Comic strips? What? Or this looks cool. You know, like you end up diving into a whole other realm on YouTube. And you know, you got your Mr. Beasts and you got your, you know, your big mega celebrity creators, but there's creators of all different types of sizes that fit you, and the algorithm is very strong in showing you what you like and what you don't like. Won't show you what you don't like, I mean. So it's a game. And we have quite a community over on X, because someone asked me the other day, why is the VeeFriends mostly on X, you know, Twitter? And it's because VeeFriends was launched in the NFT realm, crypto collectibles, digital collectibles. That's when Gary decided to launch it. Now, Gary just knew that like in the future, blockchain is going to be the thing. That's where all your tickets are going to be. That's where all your entertainment's going to be. Your proof of collectability, your proof of ownership will be on a blockchain. Secure, unless you get hacked or something, but totally secure, provable, you know. There's a lot to that. Most people don't think about that stuff. I know I did not. But digital collectibles can be on the blockchain. And then now we have something called Phygital. So at VCon, you might have gotten one of those shirts. You could scan the shirt, little chip inside the shirt would take you to a special website, right? So you can have digital and physical coming together. So imagine scanning a comic and then you get to own these digital trading cards on your phone. And then maybe the phone, maybe like there's all kinds of fun ways of thinking about it, would be that becomes your pass into a special event. So some of the VeeFriends unlock different things. You just never know when. It's however we're feeling it. Like for instance, the Loyal Lobsters just got free lobster from Maine Lobster not too long ago. It was just a nice unlock. But there's all kinds of fun things we could do with that in the future. Series 1 holders, owners. Someone asked me what that means too, holding. Holder. It means you own one of the digital collectibles and you're holding on to it. You're not just buying it to sell it real quick. So you're a holder. You got to know when to hold them. Who is this? This is who is this? Who is this? One of my favorite questions on random people popping in and out. I am DJ Coffman, the cartoonist here at VeeFriends. This here is Curious Crane. This is 5555 Fan. This is Dialed In Dog. And this is the Daily Comic Show Live. Coming at you live. Daily comic strip. 280 characters in our universe created by Gary Vaynerchuk. That's the man known as Gary V on the internet, hence the name VeeFriends. We've got trading cards, we've got minis. Is it time to open a mini yet? Not quite yet. And I do these daily comic streams as much as I can. Explain that. Unless I'm sick or, whatever, or something else pops up. They're all housed on the new YouTube channel, so you can check that out. Some people just like to chill and listen. Sometimes I accidentally drop alpha. Sometimes I intentionally drop alpha. Explain what that means to you too, if you're completely don't know. Just means that you're dropping something for the first time. Like someone said last night on the stream, they saw Gary wearing that new hat. Funny for me because I was in the room when Gary was like, can we get him to make a hat? I just want one or two that say Resilient on it for himself. That's how that came to be. So, but he knows that if he wears something, it's gonna spark that. I mean, Gary's the master of attention. Gary owns, for those that don't know, because I actually I have this conversation all the time. People don't know who Gary V is, and I'm like, well, Gary Vaynerchuk, he owns Vayner Media. Look that up. I think it's probably one of the world's, it is one of the world's, if not the biggest advertising and marketing agency, modern, in the world. And there's offices all over the world. I think that maybe is what someone was saying in the chat, now that I understand. Like, is there a spot in the Florida? But there's offices all over the world. Gary is the CEO of Vayner, and he started from nothing. He started from nothing. It's quite an inspirational story he's got there. And he just decided, I'm going to do this. I know some of the original team that were with him, and they were like, yeah, he didn't know anyone. Like, he just got these meetings. He'd go in, and like the rest of the agencies that were on Madison Avenue, and I might be talking I might have the stories a little bit wrong, but just from what I'm remembering off the top of my head, he would go to these pitch meetings, in t-shirt and jeans and whatever. And there's these real serious people from Madison Avenue, and like Gary just started to get these jobs. Gary would get it. Gary would sell it. And the ideas were, he gets it. He could always kind of see the future a little bit. Like he kind of not predicted TikTok, but when it was Musical.ly, he was like, everybody get on Musical.ly. So that's how I've ended up finding Gary, was in the marketing world. I was building my own comic brands for myself and the companies I worked for, and I was like, I was always out there looking for the latest tips and things like that, and there was Gary. So that's how I originally found Gary, like many of you. So we have a lot of entrepreneurs in our community, a lot of people building personal brands and in business. And Gary also showed you, like, if you're struggling to make some money out there, garage sales, how he flips things on eBay. It's real. Totally real. That's a cool topic, like flipping and that. Like, I met a guy at Vid Summit a couple years ago, sitting right beside him. We start talking. I love those shows where you're by a total stranger and you're like, hey, what's your channel about? Like, what do you do? And his name was Harry Tornado. Harry Tornado. Shout out to Harry. Harry Tornado on YouTube. And I believe his channel is still about him and his wife started going to garage sales, and I mean, he had to have been inspired. I think he might have said he was inspired by the Gary content. Trash talk, you know? That's what it was called. And Harry Tornado and his wife started flipping things on eBay. And then before you know it, he told me, I think he's the one that told me that it took over their bedroom, then it took over their garage, and then they had to get like a whole, and he's chronicled his journey over on YouTube. I hope he's still around. Let's check him out. See, this is what we can do. We can just jump right over into YouTube land. Let's go back and we'll type in Harry Tornado. This is a funny name, right? It's memorable. If I say that, you're going to find him. There he is, Harry Tornado, 390K subs. I'm not going to subscribe to him because it'll mess up the algorithm, but there you go. They're like, what are their videos? They go to thrift stores, they go to flea market finds. Oh man, I want to zoom in on it, guys. There we go. Flea market finds, we couldn't refuse. They flipped a house. They started flipping houses, really? That's awesome. Oh, he's on Whatnot now? Great. Selling on Whatnot. Yeah, they've got I believe this is their facility. Or they've got like this. That's the vendor. No, that's their vendor thing. But they show their behind the scenes of how they organize their business and stuff like that. So anyways, that's kind of cool. If you've never heard of them, tell them VeeFriends Comics sent you. Harry Tornado. Super nice dude. When I met him, he was pretty popular. Like, he had enough, like 50,000 subs or something like that. But he was growing his channel, and they're at Vid Summit learning from some of the best. Have a great day, Rob. See you soon. In Hold We Trust, Helmet says. We've got a character called Diamond Hands Hen, which means you just never give up. Just diamond. Your hands are diamond. You're holding forever. Yep, X holds a special place in Gary's heart for sure. That is true. Charles Weber says TikTok owns. TikTok stream is actually live. YouTube and Insta are behind. I guess it's like a mix, like I said, you know. Whatnot? What's that? Whatnot? Look it up. It's kind of like the Fanatics Live. You can do live selling. It's a live selling platform, so you can watch other people's streams or you can sell things on there. It's fun. I did not set an alarm to be done, but boy, I did not think I'd be talking about Harry Tornado today. That's the magic of these streams. So shout out Harry. Hopefully I'll be able to meet up with you soon out there at Vid Summit. Vid Summit September 6th through September 2nd through the 6th in Dallas. Really good show. See, I don't like his eyes here. He doesn't really seem to be looking at dog. I need them to both be like looking. They're kind of like looking this way. I need them to be looking down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and redraw. pupils there. Just a subtle change. Even a little bit more to the left. Perfect. Perfect. Great. Tropic, what did I miss over on Instagram? Tropical Collects, can you draw? Yeah, I can draw. Are you asking me to draw something specific? Thanks. Appreciate you guys watching, chilling out. Hope you have a great day. It's Friday. I hope you're not just living for the weekend. Make sure you get over and subscribe to that youtube.com VeeFriends Comics channel. We're going to have a lot more going on over there. Appreciate you guys watching and chilling out. I'm getting some work done. You're chilling out. I'm drinking some coffee. We're going to open up some of these minis. Let's do a light orange versus, we'll say orange versus red. We'll say that. Orange versus red. Let's go. In the chat, I need orange versus red. I'm going to wait 10 seconds because there's about a 10-second delay over on YouTube. Orange versus red. I really don't like that. Invite so-and-so to... Let's open this up and then I'm going to fix my OBS live. Because I don't like that. I don't like that that's in the frame. Okay, so we got orange, red, 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 orange, red. Red it is. Just kind of like a deep orange actually, but this is a season 3, or no, season 2. Whoa. All right. We're trying to beat the accountable ant off the pencil. Who do we got in here? We've got a boss, lava boss bobcat. Does not beat ant. I'll just say it. Accountable ant's a new season. It's just not holding up. We'll do one more of those. Just a reminder, if you find the comic over on Instagram today, this is your mission, today's mission. Find it on Instagram, comment, use the word pie in your comment. I'm going to collect those names of who did that. And on the 26th, on Monday night stream, I'm going to draw a winner for something. We will do that. How I do that is we've got this spin wheel here for names. Thought wrong one today. He's in a lot of the streams. He wins a lot because he shows up. Hangs out. Appreciate it. We can probably just actually grab them again, right? But this is VeeFriends. VeeFriends.com. Check out all the stuff going on over there. Can move this down. I'll turn off that text there. That's good. Whoa. Karma Kiwi decided to take a a spill. I don't like, I'm gonna try to fix this real quick. I don't like the words showing up on my OBS for this thing. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna just go like this. And then I'm gonna go like this. This is where I break the camera, probably. Yes. I take this little button here and I can stretch up. That's better. That's way better. I don't like all those TikTok stuff. It's covering up a little bit up there, but that's okay. Good. All right. Just some adjustment. Yeah, thought wrong. You won today. I was going to ask you what sticker you wanted. The Fear sticker or the Crossroads sticker. And we'll get your t-shirt code today too. And I might throw some extra stuff into the envelope, so I'll get with you afterwards. Yep. I'm gonna change this because I don't like to just copy paste things. I'm gonna change this face up a little bit. Just a little bit. We're just gonna okay. Can I do a drawing tutorial? I don't know. Can I? A drawing tutorial. Let me think real quick here. What would I... And what do you want to draw? What do you want to know? Okay. Here's a drawing tutorial for you. Gesture drawing. So make sure I'm on a different layer. Pencil. So if you have like a post-it note or whatever laying around, I don't have any post-it notes here. Trying to find something I can draw on. Be good. Let's use a real pencil here. Let's do this. These VeeFriends pencils. You can, I'm just going to do it how I would do it on paper. But you just kind of make little scribbles like that, right? You draw a little circle for a head, shade them in, draw a line there for an arm. It's basically like a super duper stick figure, right? But then you're fleshing them out a little bit. You're just shading them in. Fill up an entire page of those kind of gestures. But now I'm going to show you on the iPad so it's a little bit more zoomed in what I'm doing here. So you draw just a head, right? Could be different shapes because different people have different shaped heads. Like that. You could even do that if you want. And then shoulder line. Shoulder line. Shoulder line. Shoulder line. Okay. We might say like this is going to be someone's hand. This is going to be someone's hand. So I'm drawing the hands separate. This is just gesture drawing, and then I'm going to connect that line with like a swoop. And I'm just shading in like that. We'll just shade that in. Put a hand up. Shade that in. Another hand up. A hand's just a square, right? Just drawing a square. That's where I'm just marking where the hand's going to be. And then I'll just swoop that down. Shade that in. Right. So this is what we would call like composition sketching. You know, his hand's over here. You're just shading in the spots. So now you'll start to see that it starts to look like something's really happening, like they're cheering, like a crowd of some kind. VeeFriends, let's go. If you don't know how to draw, you can do that, right? You can do just shading with your pencil like that. And then from that, the more you do that, the more you'll start to see those shapes. Shoulder line. Shoulder line usually goes this way. The waistline usually goes that way. Then you just connect the torso. And then the legs go this way. Very classic. That's the very classic way of learning to draw, is like tubes. Seeing it like tubes and stuff. I don't like to do it that way. When you're starting out, you kind of have to think about drawing in that way. But I like to do something we call scribble challenge, where you could do this at work, I'll just do a random scribble like that. And then I'll look at it and I go, what do you see here? All right, and then I'm gonna change the color of my art or my pencil, and I'm gonna just draw out the first thing I see. I already see something because my mind's already warmed up. It doesn't have to make sense, but I see a nose here. And I see a mouth. This is probably one of the best drawing exercises that you can do. Right? And you're not worried about what it looks like, or is it perfect anatomy? And you got to remember that, but if I wanted to, I could make it into a character. Like I could probably make this into Determined Dolphin. Right? Suddenly he's like, I don't know what he's doing here. We're gonna put him on like a motorcycle or something. Get me off this crazy thing. It doesn't have to look perfect. It's like, this is how animators like from SpongeBob and all your favorite TV shows, this is how they do character design from their sketchbooks. They start with a weird random scribble, and then they just draw out what they see, and they go, that looks like something, and then they develop that into a character. So there's your little tutorial for you if you were paying attention. That's what you get. My microphone buzzes a little bit. Yeah. I'm a cartoonist, not a microphone whiz. I try. Is the microphone buzzing over on YouTube? Because I don't understand. It wasn't buzzing last night. It's the same setup. I don't know. we're over time. Let's open up this mini. See what's going on. I'll be back again Monday night. Go to Instagram today, find this comic, use the word pie in your comment somehow. And on the 26th, I'll pick a winner out of those people. And I'll contact you over on Instagram. No purchase necessary. It's just for fun. I'm giving away some stickers. If you're that hard up and want a sticker and you don't want to participate, you can just let me know. We'll get you something. But, oh boy. All right. Hey, we got one. We got one. We got a Driven Dragon detailed beats the accountable ant off the top of the pencil. We'll take a quick look at him and his detail. All of these are hand painted by the minis team. Even a little red on his feet there. Different green on the wings. That's a good one. It's a good one. Driven Dragon. Driven Dragon, if you're interested in reading some Driven Dragon comics, go to VeeFriends.com, go to characters, all characters, go to the D's. Find our boy Driven Dragon over here. We find Driven Dragon. We can see that he's tagged in some comics here. We can click him. There's our man, Balance Beetle. We go down here to Driven Dragon's tag. Click that, and now we can see all of the Driven Dragon Week comics on the website. So if you find a character that you like in one of these streams or one of these minis, they may have comics for them. That's how you find the comics. Driven Dragon's one of my favorites. Show me how to be driven like you. Yeah, the website is full of all kinds of information on the characters. Again, I'm DJ Coffman, the cartoonist here at VeeFriends, drawing the daily comic strip, doing some character development. Uh-oh, what are we doing? And hope you read the comics and like them. I'll be back here on, let's see next week's schedule, as the Europeans say. Monday night will be a YouTube only stream. So I probably will pipe into TikTok to do the secondary camera. Okay. But appreciate you guys watching, chilling out. It's totally better right now. It's weird. It might be the microphone thing. Might be that my dog keeps opening the door and there's a fan in the other room. These dogs, you know? But 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday night is the next stream. Then we'll do Tuesday, Wednesday morning streams. Then we'll do a Thursday night evening stream. And then another morning stream. And please make sure that you are subscribed to the new YouTube channel. Help us build this channel out. Really appreciate that. It's the best thing you can do right now to help us grow the VeeFriends brand. There's 400 people watching right now. I'm sorry I got to go do some other stuff. It's been real. VeeFriends. VeeFriends are forever. We'll see you real soon. Go chill out. It's the weekend. Have a chill moment out there sometime this weekend. I hope you have a good one. We'll see you soon.